Hey everybody, welcome back. Just having another one of my pet peeve moments, if you can indulge me a little bit here. Today we are taking a look at a box, and this box came from a food pantry. I didn't get this box from a food pantry though. I got this box from the trash. I got this box from the trash amongst many boxes of similarly packed grocery items. Where I work is adjacent to a housing development. Not only do they get food for free in the form of food stamps and pantries, but they bring them the food. But they don't want that food. It goes in the garbage. They don't want that food. And there's also a lot of fruits and vegetables over there. I'll show you a picture here real quick that I took of one of the dumpsters. It's filled with sealed boxes of vegetables and fruits. Apples, oranges, cucumbers and onions and all sorts of things. Potatoes were in there, and I'm looking at that and I'm thinking animal feed, I'm thinking compost. But these people, they don't care. They don't care. They throw it in the trash. And that is your throwaway society. That is your throwaway society. There's some pasta in here. There's several boxes of macaroni and cheese. Like you see here, better value. It's nothing special, but it's food. If you're hungry, you'll eat it. No, you'll throw it in the trash. That's what you'll do if you live in America. Boxes of cereal, Nature's Promise Organic. That's not cheap. That's not cheap cereal. There's, what, crispy hexagons. That looks like generic, but whatever. Can of sliced carrots, beans, chai tea latte. That's not cheap. But it's not good enough, because that's not the food they want. Funfetti. I have no shame pulling this out of the trash. Somebody's going to eat this. I don't care if the birds in the backyard are going to eat these Fruity Pebbles. Someone is eating this. Pizza crust mix. I mean, you get the idea. But boxes of food like this, boxes of vegetables, thrown away all the time, because that's the society that we live in. They don't want that food. They want the food they think they deserve. And I know the game. There are people that can sit there and watch this and say, oh, well, you're picking on poor people. I am poor people, okay? And I grew up in poverty. I grew up in a housing development with a single mother who was a career welfare recipient who played the game herself, all right? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter how much food stamps you give them. They sit there and they make the argument of, oh, well, you know, it's not enough food stamps. We can't get healthy, inexpensive foods. You can't get beans and rice and pasta and eggs. Yes, you can. You just don't want to eat that. You just don't want to eat it. You don't want to compromise. You want to force your hand. Someone else is paying for that. And someone else is paying for this. Who's paying for this? Donations, money that comes from your own tax money. You know, city, state, county, federal money. Tax money goes into food pantries to try to help people out, and they don't want it. You know, you can't just say, I don't want this. Stop bringing it here. You can't do that. You got to throw it in the garbage. And I have a lot of issues with that. I hate it when people waste food. I hate it when food ends up at the dump. I hate it when resources like that are wasted. You're raping the land of resources and then carting it off to a landfill and burying it forever, and draining those resources from everywhere else in the world and putting it into a landfill. We need to start mining landfills. Think about it. Generations of landfills that are filling up with God knows what. Sweet peas. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this stuff. And it's not out of code. The stuff's good. And I just don't understand people. I do understand people, actually. They're lazy and selfish and stupid and ignorant and all of the above. And they waste food. And that just really bothers me. And I just have, like I said, a huge pet peeve about that, so I'm venting a little bit here. Like I said, somebody is going to eat this. I'll feed this to animals. I'll compost it, what can be composted. Like I showed you, those boxes of fruits and vegetables. Nothing wrong with any of them. Except for the oranges, you can compost all of that. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is with the people. There's plenty enough food to go around. I've done videos on it before. There is enough food out there to feed the world. But most of it is thrown away. It's disposed of. And part of the reason it's disposed of is the greed of the companies, the greed of the farms. And part of it is because of the selfishness of the individuals who are receiving this food. They don't appreciate it. And the more you give things away to people, the less they appreciate it ultimately. And that's your food for thought moment for the day.